So, good evening, YouTube. We have a game tomorrow. Our manager has spoken. The lighting's still dead in this place. I'm sorting that out hopefully next week. That should be sorted. I can't be having these little strips coming down over my face anymore. But yes, Freddie has spoken, and I haven't actually read any of this transcript. I haven't seen any of the footage of it, so I'm just going off it now. But yeah, we have got a game tomorrow. Don't forget, I'll be doing my preview for that game tomorrow. I'll be doing that at 9 o'clock this evening, and picking my starting 11. Fresh haircut. It is a fresh trim. I walked down to town earlier. I got a trim. It was 7 weeks since my previous one. That's the longest it's ever been. So yeah, I was looking a bit of a mess. I look fresh now, so thanks. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this. Let's get into Chelsea lost. Jesus Christ. I seen the Man City game. De Bruyne and Shelvey's goals were mad. But yeah, anyway, let's get into this. He was asked how confident he is about restoring the positive feeling at the club. It has been a very long time since there's been that positive feeling. But of course, I'm positive. I'm confident. Sorry, otherwise I wouldn't have taken the job. When they asked me to help, if I didn't feel I could help them, then I wouldn't have done it. So of course, I'm confident in that way, and I feel that the club can all be brought together and put some smiles back on people's faces again. We definitely need to be smiling again. It's been way too long. I can't even remember the last time I was happy with an Arsenal game. It's been that bad. He was then asked what his message to us fans is. They are amazing fans. Well, thank you, Freddie. They are. We need them, and the players need them. That's the main thing that I can say to them. We as players and coaching staff will do everything we can to make them happy and just enjoy the game. Well, yeah, that's what we need to do. Like I said, I can't remember the last time I actually enjoyed watching a game. Obviously, I'll do the watch-alongs for them, and most of you guys come and watch them. And it's just me moaning. And it has been since probably Palace. I've been non-stop moaning, and I don't want to be moaning. I want to be happy, man. I want to be happy watching Arsenal. It's like the highlight of the week. Do you know what I'm saying? It should be the highlight of the week. It's been the low light of the week every week. He was then asked whether his experiences of being a player for Arsenal will help him. He goes, "There's a game tomorrow. I hope I have the values of the club and understand the club. I think from the inside that gives me help 100%. I have been here for 20 years or so. So it's very special to me. When the club asked me to help them, of course, I said that's a given. I will try and help them as much as they need. We will see from there." So yeah, let's move on. On whether his under-23 team scoring 48 goals they've scored in 22 games tells any of us as fans or journalists about his playing style. He goes, we looked in 2019 at some stats as well. I remember we kept a clean sheet in 5 games out of 9. So we tried to defend well. There's different ways of doing that. Well, let's find a way of doing that. That's what I'd say, because we can't defend. We haven't been able to defend for years. So I hope that he can sort that out, because if we do defend, then, yeah, we've got the players going forward, and we can score goals. That's not really been an issue until this season. You know, this season we've struggled to score and we can't defend. So it was just a recipe for disaster. How would you like to describe on how he would like to describe his approach to the game? He was asked. I've been at Arsenal a long time. I like entertaining football, but of course, at the same time, you can't concede goals. That's a tricky balance to find. For me, happy footballers play the best football. That's the part I learned as a player. There is a time to work hard, and there is a time when we need to enjoy what we're doing. Often the players we have enjoy playing offensive football, which makes them happy. Well, there we go. I think he's just basically said that we're going to go out attack. But we have to defend as a team. So hopefully if we're going all out attack, which is fine, I get that, it's cool, we've got the players to do that, then yeah, we can defend as a team. So yeah, I can't wait for the game. Genuinely, I'm proper excited for this game. What changes will you make? He was asked. Of course, small things will change. I'm not going to do anything radical because I don't think it's the best thing to do. I'm not going to just smash things up. I think I want to try. At the same time, we have a training we have one training session until the game tomorrow, so we have to be intelligent with what you want to change because it needs to stick as well. And he's got a good point there. You can't just be going in and ripping everything up and going, yep, let's do this now, because we have only had 2 days before this game to train and get everything into motion. Adding to the fact that he's had to be doing media stuff and, you know, obviously getting out there and trying to get the boys back up to some sort of level of confidence. It's not going to be easy for us to just rip everything apart that's happened and go again. Let's move on. He was asked about his experience in the Bundesliga with Wolfsburg and whether that had helped. But every manager's different teams, different things, different ways of handling players, exercises and what they think is important and how their plan works. So for me, all of those things are just learning points. And that's what I've been trying to do in my coaching life, at least. Get to these points, to get to points here and there. Of course, the Bundesliga has different football. So when you learn that culture from that country, that is important, because then you can use that going forward, knowledge in the bank. And that is true. He was over in Wolfsburg. He wasn't there for a massive amount of time, but he was there for a while. And yeah, that might help him. Listen, I've stated before, I don't want him to be full-time manager. I don't. I genuinely don't. I think we need a fully qualified, been there, done it manager. But that's not to say I don't want him to smash it. I want us to go out there and hammer Norwich tomorrow. I think that'd give him confidence as well going into the next game after that. And it'd give all the players and fans confidence. He was then asked whether he is interested in taking the job permanently. He was never going to give the answer. Let me just read it. For the moment, it's the future of the football. It's for the future of the football club. I'm here to help as much as I possibly can and try and get a good atmosphere around the club with the supporters. That's all I'm focusing on at the moment, and then we will see. So I didn't expect him to come out and say, "Yeah, of course I want it," because like if we go out there and lose tomorrow, he's going to look silly by saying that, isn't he? Especially if we get spanked. So listen, let's just see where it goes. Like I said, I don't want him to be the manager. I'd keep him as a coach, but definitely don't want him as the main coach. He was then asked who will be assisting him. At the time of this interview, nobody was, but I think Per Mertesacker now is definitely going to be helping him out. So yeah, we've got Freddie and Per. Then he was asked whether he'd be animated on the sidelines. He put, "Yes, of course. I will get involved in the game because that's who I am. But at the same time, I try to step back and analyse the game. So it depends a little bit. So I can be calm as well, but I can also be not so calm." Well, he was a bit feisty as a player. I did like Freddie. He was then asked about meeting the players and what the message was. But I think that what I say in the dressing room always stays in the dressing room. But in general terms, I think we've got some great players. And of course, we've had some problems. We haven't had the results that we want. We've got to try and address that. But how we address that, I'll probably keep to myself. Well, that's fair enough. We obviously ain't going to come out and give us his game plan, is he? Because then the guy who runs Norwich will be getting all the juicy gossip. What does it mean to lead the team out? He was asked. It's a great honour. I want to do as well as I can for this fantastic club. And what I feel today is excitement to try and do the best I can. That was pretty much it. That's it. So, yeah. His first interview is decent, man. I'm happy with that. He's not talking in riddles, which is what the last manager done, and towards the back end of the previous manager before that. So that's what I wanted. I said that when I said there's 5 things last night that I think he should try and do, and just be straight up honest. Don't sit there waffling in a press conference. Just say what you think. Yeah, and stop going around the houses with stupid comments that don't actually answer the question. You know, so. For a first interview as manager of the club or interim manager of the club, I thought he'd done pretty well. And I can't wait for him to go out there tomorrow and get the lads fired up for the game. I am absolutely buzzing. And he said a couple of nice things about the fans as well, which is saying that Unai Emery basically didn't for the last couple of weeks, which is weird because Emery did actually at the very beginning speak about the fans, speak about us all the time in a good way. Last couple of weeks he ain't. And he was basically saying that if the fans are not together with us, then we're not going to win football matches. Then you've got Bellerin coming out before that saying similar sort of thing. So I'm hoping that a lot of these players wind their necks in now and stop talking and actually start going out and performing, because too many of them like to chat rubbish online and never back it up. So hopefully Freddie's got them fired up, and hopefully that when the game kicks off tomorrow, everybody knows what they've got to do. and they've got to get 3 points. I don't care whether it's 1-0 or 101-0. Get 3 points tomorrow. But yeah, there we go. 10 minutes of me. I'm now going to do 10 minutes of you guys. So do drive the likes up. Nearly 700 people watching this live. Social medias are in the description. Don't forget, I'll be doing a watch along for the game tomorrow as well. We're doing it Eagle Eye. You can subscribe to him in the description as well. Let's read some of your comments out. Evening to you, buzzing for the game. Lee, Josh Kroenke came to the Arsenal training today. Well, I did tell you the Cronkies are over in town. I did tell you this. But yeah, I did tell you this. I didn't know they were at training today, but I did know they were here. Is Freddie going to have a press conference? No. Basically, what happens is, I've noticed this because I've been doing these press conference reactions now. If we have a Europa League game on a Thursday, they tend to then just do Sky Sports stuff. There's never a full press conference again because normally the press conference will happen on the Friday. But if we're playing a Europa League game, they don't do the press conference normally on the Friday. They just put stuff out on Sky Sports on a Saturday. So yeah, there won't be a press conference, mate. Wolves trying to extend Nuno's contract. So Shea, in theory, is coming. Yeah, I think his contract expires. I didn't know this until earlier, actually. I think his contract expires in the summer. We should play 4-4-2, says Corned Beef. Would you take Brendan Rodgers for next season? Well, I'd take him, yeah. But, yeah, I probably would. I feel sorry for Emery, says Tyrone, but enough is enough. We should sign Allegri and make Emery his assistant. No, that ship sailed, bruv. He's gone. He's gone. Listen, I don't dislike him. Yeah, I actually thought he was a nice guy. Yeah, but it's not about being a nice guy. I couldn't care less. Just win a football match, and that lot down the road have won today. Again, that's 3 out of 3. But Jose's finished. Yeah, I'm not going to jump on the hype or anything, but 3 out of 3. So, and he's turned them around very quickly, just like that. So hopefully Freddie can do that with us if he gets 3 games or 4 games or 5, whatever it may be. And the next manager that comes in, I wouldn't mind if they keep Freddie on after that, like as an assistant to him or something like that. But he can't be getting that job full time, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Your sauce wasn't half bad after all, says Reese. Well, exactly. I was half right. Or he was half right. Spurs are just 6 points off Chelsea now. There you go. Lee Santiago Solari. Oh dear. Haley, how about Freddie finishing off the season, then make a play for Pep? Keep up the great work. Thank you, Hugh. Yeah, listen, if he gets the rest of the season, I wouldn't be against that. I've said that on many streams before Emery got potted. If they want to go and get somebody full time and they can't get him now, then keep Freddie on. At the end of the day, it's a free hit for him, isn't it? Yeah, if it works well for him, then he may get a job full time out of it, whether it be at us or somewhere else. If it doesn't work, well, he's still an Arsenal legend as a player, isn't he? And he tried his best and took over. So that's how it's going to be viewed. The one thing I will say is, though, that the Wankfest tomorrow, if we win, for him to become full-time manager is going to be unbearable. Yeah, which is why I'm staying off social media tomorrow. Because if we do win, everyone's going to be knocking one out. Oh, give it to Freddie. Give it to Freddie. No. It's one game. Not only is it one game, he's not the man to take us forward full-time, in my opinion. Get a proper qualified coach. I don't dislike him. I love Freddie. I love him. But I just don't think that's what we need. It's a project. Yeah, we can't afford to be a project. We need to have proper been there and done it and won it type of manager. But listen, like I said, if that manager does come in, keep Freddie there all day long. Yeah, I think he's done fantastic with the kids at that club. So, and they're smashing goals in left, right, and centre now. So fair play to him, man. Who's the hot favourite to take over? Says Shay. Well, depends what journalist you believe, mate. But there's about 5 different odds-on favourites. So yeah, Allegri, Nuno, Espirito Santo, Brendan Rodgers is in the running again. Ancelotti, Pochettino. Depending on who you read and who you believe, mate. Good afternoon, Abmon. Good afternoon to 723 people watching live. Do drive the likes up. I'm going to keep going for about another 5 minutes. Then I'm going to chill out for a little bit. The Sky bet odds are on Allegri. Well, that'd be interesting. And none of the people that stand available stand out to me, says New York Gooner. Same, mate, if I'm honest, same. The one we should have had just won his third game in a row for Tottenham. Failing that, and we have, then go for Simeone. People are laugh at that. People are thinking that we can't get him. Money talks. Yeah, fully throw everything at him. Yeah, just go, there you go, bang. There's £20 million a season, make him the most expensive manager on the planet. Yeah, it will fully make us better, miles better, and get us up to a title, in my opinion. Thanks to everyone complimenting my haircut. Thank you. My hairline's gone back another year, though. It's now back into 96 when Wenger took over. I hope our fan base will not end up hating Ljungberg if things go wrong. Evening to you, mate. I hope you're good, Unique. I don't think they will, because I know that we're very fragile as fans and very reactionary as fans, right? But a lot of Man United fans ain't hating on Solskjaer, and look how crap they're doing. And that's because he's a legend. And that is one of the reasons why I don't want him to do it full time, because if it did go bad, people would just keep him in the job because he's Freddie Ljungberg. So I don't want to have that emotional attachment to the manager. You know, I just want the manager to come in and be the manager and win football matches. You know, I don't want to be sitting there going, oh, well, we can't sack him because it's Freddie. You know, we had that with the manager before last. So no, it's not all about that, man. I don't think anyone's gonna. I don't think anyone does dislike Freddie Ljungberg. How could you hate on him, man? The geezer's sound. Did Emery give you the trim? No, he didn't, mate. A guy called Mario did. Score prediction for tomorrow. You're saying 4-2, Reese. I'll give you mine when I do my preview at 9 o'clock. We've replaced Dracula with Jason Statham. I can't lie. He's probably the best looking manager in the league. Do you know what I mean? Right, let me time this clown out that keeps putting that hashtag in my... One more time, bruv, and you're gone. Yeah, you're on timeout. Go and sit on the naughty step for 5 minutes. I'm very good. I'm very good, Ilias. I hope you're good. I hope everyone's having a wicked weekend. Lee is eating paella with Emery tonight. Good evenings for sure. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay in. I'm having a chilled one, mate. I'm going to do my stream. I'm going to have a chilled night. And yeah, I've not got any Estrella, so I had to get the Suave. So yeah, going to have a couple of beers, chill out, and then come back at 9 o'clock. Will our front four all play tomorrow? I don't think they will. Tahani, I hope I got your name right, mate. I don't think they will. I don't think all four. Fish or steak? I'll probably have steak, mate, if I'm honest. We deserve to win the Champions League in 06. Well, we did, but the substitution after Lehmann went off was probably the reason we didn't in the end. But there we go. What's your best 11? I'll do that on another stream, mate. I'll do that because I'm wrapping this up in a minute. What best 11 for the club now, or best 11 for Arsenal ever? Maybe I should do a video on that. Arsenal's best ever 11 in my lifetime. I don't know. Maybe that's a good video I should do. How late are you going to be for tonight's show? Probably about 5 minutes, like I normally am. The LA Rams sucked this year, so Stan's trying to pay us a little bit of attention. Well, listen, they acted. That's all you can say. They acted. The fans were calling for it. We got our own way again. Yeah, like we did with the last manager. So the last two, we eventually got our own way. Now we've got to see. Now we've got to see where they go and how ruthless they are going forward. Because at the end of the day, they've given the manager money. They've sacked the manager. Right? They have got to make the right appointment now, and they've got to give him money. So we time this clown out as well. There's a couple of idiots in the chat tonight. We put you on timeout. You can go on timeout for 5 minutes, mate. Coming in thinking he's a B-Tech troops or something. Do you know what I'm saying? I swear to God. Are you beard gang now? No, it's coming off tomorrow, man. It's coming off tomorrow for the game. I hate it, man. It's proper itchy. What is your 9 o'clock stream going to be about? It's going to be about the game, mate, the preview for the game tomorrow. So anybody wants to come and watch that, 9 o'clock tonight, I'll be doing my preview. And starting 11, my prediction for the starting 11, and my prediction for the score. So yeah, I'll be back at 9 to do that. Do drive the likes up before you leave. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you very much to everybody who's watched live and on playback. That helps as well. So yeah, fully follow my Instagram. About 1,100, 1,000, something away from 10k. So anyone who's not following it, go and show that some love, because as soon as I get to 10k, I can do the swipe up feature for my videos on there. So that'd be sick. And then obviously my Facebook's in there as well. But yeah, until 9 o'clock, laters peeps.